You guys remember this last September? Conservative commentators being accused of being funded by Russia? Well, guess what? It was all bullshit by Biden's DOJ. Let me explain. So for those of you that don't know, a woman named Chen was running Tenet Media, which is a company that people like Tim Pool and Benny Johnson were licensing their shows to. Shows they already did and continue to still do. Her company was indicted 2 months before the election in September last year because Biden's DOJ said that her company was receiving money from Russian government officials. So then for the past year, all three of these people have been accused of being Russia propagandists. And let me just remind you, this was 2 months before the election. Some of the biggest conservative figures are being accused of taking money from Russia 2 months before the election. So Chen has been basically in hiding for the past year, but she finally came out with a statement on everything that happened. And to sum it up, she said no one was charged and no one was accused of any wrongdoing. 30 armed FBI agents raided her house while she was pregnant. They took all her electronics, seized all of her assets, including life savings and revenue that had nothing to do with Tenet. And the Biden DOJ then threatened to arrest, charge, or potentially imprison her if she spoke out anything against this during their investigation. There was never any criminal charges or convictions, but she got kicked off of every social media site you could think of. She was debanked, forced to move due to death threats, and then she's a Canadian citizen, so the Canadian government started coming after her for the same thing. So then in April, she was finally told that they were done with the investigation and nothing happened, except that all of her life savings would not be returned to her, even though she did nothing wrong. And I know what someone's probably thinking watching this is that Trump's DOJ saved her since Trump was president then. Well, Tim Pool shared her post and said that he was informed in December last year that everything was dropped. So for some reason, it took 5 months longer to get to her, which means Biden's DOJ started this in September, 2 months before the election, and then dropped it in December, 1 month after Trump won, right before Trump was about to take office. If this isn't the weaponization of the Department of Justice by the presidential administration, the same thing the left always accuses Trump of doing, I don't know what is. This is absolutely disgusting what Biden's DOJ put them all through. But I'm glad the truth finally came out.